Alright guys, this is HYBE. It's been a long time since the last time I did like reaction video or made fun videos about music and performances. And I would love to make those videos, but I think this is a pretty important transition point, like turning point for HYBE, because of all these news around like replacing Heejin with a new CEO, right? Because she, quote unquote, stepped down or rather dismissed from Adore as CEO. Now, today, Heejin said, I also have a plan and I will, do my best or I will work my ass off to turn things around. That's what she said. Meaning she might make some new moves. I don't know, hold another press conference, or expose something. Now, the whole point of making this video is that a lot of people ask me, some subscribers ask me, like, what's the GP, like general public's opinions about certain issues? And each time I used to say that nowadays it's really hard to measure the GP because it's so easy to manipulate it, right? And there's a certain post I would like to read with you together. This particular user, he's a blogger, neighbor blogger. Name is Tsurado, and he's an expert on like film. Like he makes criticisms of like different films. He collects Blu-rays, but like one day he made a post where he criticizes how NewJeans fandom manipulates public opinions, and then he received like all sorts of like hate comments, while also receiving comments that support him. Right now, those fans who criticize him accused him of being a HYBE shareholder, like investing in HYBE stock, or being a user of so-called Girls Planet Gallery. So there are two. So there's a platform called dcinside.com in Korea. Okay, it's like a Reddit, right? So when Reddit first, IPO'd in the U.S. market, people used to say that Reddit is like the American version of DC Inside. So there are like a lot of like galleries, so-called galleries, which is like subreddits on Reddit, that where users discuss different things. And there are two galleries at war with each other nowadays when it comes to Heejin issue: Girls Planet 999 and NewJeans Gallery. And there's a difference. Girls Planet 999, I think that used to be the title of Survivor show audition program, but nowadays it became an anti Heejin, or rather anti bunnies, and somewhat anti NewJeans. But the thing is that because this is a major gallery, anybody can write posts, right? So it's a whole mess. Like you can see, like all these posts criticize pretty much everyone in the K-pop industry. But majorly, this user points out, is either NewJeans or Le Sserafim or just major idols, right? But the thing is that if you go to 개념글, which shows like the post with highest thumbs up, highest likes, it is mostly anti Heejin and anti NewJeans. And this user points out the fact that all these users came over to Girls Planet 999 because NewJeans Gallery users or NewJeans fans always accuse whomever disagree with them of being either HYBE shareholder or HYBE employee or users of Girls Planet 999. So people are sick and tired of those accusations and were curious about this gallery, whereas previously they had no idea about this and get addicted to this gallery. Now, when it comes to NewJeans Gallery, this is a so-called minor gallery, meaning not everyone can write posts here. You have to have certain access, and there's a moderator who gives you access selectively, right? So this is mostly, or if not all, NewJeans fans, right? The bunnies. Okay, now this certain user wrote this post, right, called 걸플겔 메인 갤러리의 실체 그리고 뉴진스 팬덤 버니즈의 여론 조작. The reality of main gallery of Karpulger, which is a abbreviation of Girls Planet 999 Gallery, and the manipulation of public opinion by NewJeans fandom bunnies. Okay, the beginning portion talks about how he got accused by like NewJeans fans of using this gallery, Girls Planet 999 Gallery, abbreviated as Karpulger. Immediately after writing the criticism of Heejin, I am being asked at least once a day and once a week, even after this time has passed, are you going to play? What is this? Are you this is a wrong translation. Karpulger 하냐? Are you a user of Girls Planet 99 Gallery? Or are you going to play HYBE stocks? Or are you a shareholder of HYBE? That's not all. That's not it. When negative stories about Heejin start circulating in various communities, articles, and YouTube comments, they make a fuss by mentioning the gallery, Girls Planet Gallery, without fail, and then shut up. At this point, I have no choice but to go to that gallery because I wonder what the hell they do, what is going on. And so the beginning portion is about that, and then this is where things get really interesting and serious when he starts talking about the history of public opinion manipulation in K-pop industry. Okay, and I didn't know about this issue before, but there was this huge controversial issue called truking, right? And truking refers to a group of Twice fans, certain Twice fans who manipulated public opinion, particularly targeting Blackpink, this user says. So this activity started after the unexpected success of Blackpink's first mini album, which fueled existing tensions between the fandoms, right? And as Blackpink's popularity increased, Two Kings escalated their efforts, spreading malicious rumors and amplifying negative sentiment within online communities. And this group's influence grew significantly in 2019, especially with the rise of IZ*ONE, which threatened Twice dominance in Japan. So essentially, King is like, just a group chat with a specific purpose, right? And he says that that group chat was as large as like 50 people in the group. 36, but some say 50. And then each member in that group chat had its own group chat to manage. So in a total of like 500, he said. So anyways, so this group, aka Truking, public opinion manipulation group who acted against Blackpink and IZ*ONE, their existence and activities were exposed between 2019 and 2020, leading to widespread shock within the K-pop community. So this particular blogger wrote about that incident. 트루킹 사건, 트와이스 팬덤 단톡방 트루킹 사건, IZ*ONE이 뭘 그리 잘못했니? The truking incident. What the hell IZ*ONE did wrong to you guys, right? 전대미문의 사건이 터졌다. So this was a shameful issue that happened in Korea, and it became an international problem, damaging the reputation of the Republic of Korea, the name value of Korea, as said, this user says. Now, so the group's operations involved about 50 individuals who managed multiple chat rooms, effectively dominating discussions and influencing public opinions on a large scale, right? And the revelations of Trucking's activities led to significant backlash, particularly in a certain online community where fans of Blackpink and IZ*ONE expressed their anger, understandably, right? And some Twice fans defended their fandom, arguing that Truking did not represent them, which is also true. But some Twice fans, they got disillusioned and left the fandom altogether. Now, this so-called Truking, the manipulative group, their influence waned over time, especially after their identity was exposed, right? The group's credibility diminished, and their attempts to shift blame or disguise themselves only led to further conflicts and loss of support. And here's where it gets interesting because he then makes a comparison between King and the NewJeans Gallery. Okay. And this person accuses NewJeans Gallery of similar manipulative tactics. Now, unlike King, which operated more covertly, the NewJeans Gallery is described as openly managed by NewJeans fans, with a specific focus on directing public opinion through a menu labeled Total Attack and Support. Okay, so this is what the gallery looks like. And if you go over this menu tab, now it changed to just support, simple support. And this is where the users ask for support from the fellow users. What does that mean? They post articles or video links, whatever, right? And it says help needed. For example, this one says 네이트판 부탁해, and they use abbreviations for specific online communities to target. This is 네이트판, right? But instead they use the abbreviation 니은 이응 티읕 피읕, right? And support needed. And then link is provided, and then what do? They go to this link, click this link, and then write comments favorable for NewJeans, or rather Minijin, and downvote whatever comments are written that are against NewJeans or Minijin, right? So that's called the operation, right? 총공 지원, support operation. Or rather, they call it purification, 정화 작업, according to this blogger, right? So this blogger points out that this gallery targets a wide range of online communities, from small forums to major platforms like YouTube and Twitter. And the group's influence is seen as growing, with coordinated effort to manipulate public opinion and silence criticism, including the deletion of posts after the manipulation is deemed successful. What does that mean? So let's say, this support operation is done, right? It says complete, and then this user will delete this post that asks for support altogether, so that there will be no evidence traced afterwards, right? And okay, so back to this post. We'll finish the post first. So he highlights the significant power that these groups wield within online communities, particularly in silencing dissent and controlling narratives, like the True King back in 2019 and 2020, and NewJeans Gallery in 2024, right? Because it says, if you have a group of 100 persons, 100 people who dedicate themselves to manipulative operations, then you could change the narrative anytime in any kind of articles or videos, especially the comment sections, right? Because you can downvote anything and get rid of it, and then upvote whatever opinions that you agree with, right? 그래서 실시간으로 관리하고 있다. 뉴진스 혹은 미니진으로 검색해서 비추를 누르는 게 일상화되어 있는 탓에 미니진에 대한 비판글은 작성된 지 한참 된 글에도 꾸준히 비추가 들어간다고 한다. It is worth noting that the targets of public opinion manipulation are really diverse, from small communities that people don't even know to mega communities such as Pemco, 네이트판, article comments, YouTube comments, Instagram comments, and Twitter. They are instructing public opinion manipulation by taking coordinates everywhere on the internet. Coordinate meaning providing certain links, URLs. The firepower is enormous. As many as 5,000 views of the text seem to be in common, and at least hundreds of people seem to be regular. Above all, it is particularly vicious that when public opinion manipulation is completed, the writing is deleted. These posts asking for support. After all, Femkona or Natepan, a site that requires only 100 people because it is vulnerable to public opinion manipulation, has passed long ago. Meaning, certain online communities were taken over by these NewJeans Gallery users. And since it is common to search for NewJeans or MiniJin and press, 이거 뭐야? 검색. Okay, so they regularly search articles that contain the keywords NewJeans and MiniJin, and if it's negative, they downvote. If it's positive, they upvote. Right? So the criticism of MiniJin is said to be constantly, downvoted. Right? So those articles that criticize MiniJin, they get constantly downvoted even after weeks after it's first written. Let's see. And this user, interestingly, highlights the difference in motivations of Twice fans in Turkey, right? Certain Twice fans, once again, I love Twice, and those manipulators, their motives were driven by financial investments in JYP Entertainment. So many of these members in the manipulative group who criticized Blackpink for no reason and who supported Twice, they were JYP shareholders. Okay, so they have clear motivations because it's life or death for them. Because if Twice prospers, they make money. If Twice does not do well, they will lose money because JYP stock will fall. But on the other hand, MiniJeans fans in the NewJeans Gallery, they have unexplainable devotion. Like, this user is confused because why are these users doing this, right? If they are fans of NewJeans, okay, supporting NewJeans makes sense, but MiniJin? I mean, come on, that's what the user is saying, okay? And he expresses concern over the intensity and openness of this gallery's activities, suggesting that this marks a troubling shift in fan behavior within the K-pop industry. Yeah. And he believes that, like, perhaps in the future, like, certain powerful groups or individuals, like those in the NewJeans fandom, can act with impunity, right? Leading to a culture where criticism is quickly and effectively silenced. And I remember a few months ago when the whole NewJeans thingy erupted, users on Reddit, like global K-pop fans, were wondering why are the most people in Korea supporting MiniJin? Because it was clear that international fans were mostly against her, and people are wondering, is Korea somehow like brainwashed by MiniJin, like the whole nation? There are a lot of comments like that, but the chances are, whatever comments that you read written in Korean are the results of these operations. There is a high chance, given the dedication of these people, right? And then, like the user said, after the operations are done, they delete the support messages. And after the news that MiniJin got dismissed as CEO of Adore, this gallery became busy. Yeah, it became really busy since yesterday, right? 새로 뜬 기사 하나. So here are 3 articles that just came out. Okay, let me translate this. Okay, here we go. Help me, help needed, please. Support, 3 articles. Click. And then they attach all these articles about MiniJin, right? And then, thank you. All right, complete. Okay, all right, go. And then if you go to these articles, yep, the top comments criticize 방 PD, 방시혁, right? There we go. That's the routine for them. Criticizing HYBE and just shower MiniJin with support. Okay? Same thing here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, interestingly, the top comment here says that compares MiniJin to a parasite. Okay. Anyways, maybe that shows how this gallery's influence is also waning, perhaps. But yeah, they are sharing all the articles written on the earth on Minijin issue so that they can you know make the comment section purified in favor of Minijin nowadays. So the chances are, if Minijin decides to hold another press conference or make any type of moves, you will see that this gallery will be busy as hell to support her, right? In the best way possible. If that happens, just be mindful of the fact that whatever comments, the top comments, the most recommended comments that you read might be the result of these operations. Again, I'm not saying that that's always the case. And I hate to generalize, right? But I also hate public manipulation, public opinion manipulation. I think that's the worst thing you could do. As a K-pop fan or as a consumer or as someone who's involved with this industry, I don't care whether you are a K-pop fan or employee of an industry company or our artists themselves. I think manipulation sucks. That's against the whole principle of free thoughts. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm making sense because I'm kind of mad after reading about this. Anyways, what are you guys' thoughts? I would like to believe that there are many NewJeans fans who believe that NewJeans can shine without the influence of Minijin as CEO. Because right now, Minijin remains as a producer of NewJeans. Although a lot of K-pop fans, a lot of fans, especially a lot of K-pop, general global K-pop fans, hope that NewJeans will be, finally freed entirely from the control of Minijin. I somewhat agree, right? Having read all the information out there about what she has said and what she has done, yeah, I just think that I think that side just said everything about what I think about her. Cool. So that's it. I think this video is kind of related to the video that I uploaded a while ago about astroturfing. Although this manipulation is done by regular fandom whose motivation that I do not really understand. Why so deify Minijin? Why so idolize the CEO and producer Minijin, not the artists themselves? I mean, I'm pretty sure they idolize NewJeans too, but idolizing their boss, CEO, and producer to this extent, I don't get it. Anyways, as a HYBE shareholder, I will monitor this issue and then raise my voice accordingly, because when this whole thing first erupted, I didn't want to do anything about that. I just read people's opinions, went to Reddit and went to different online communities. But then after reading about this manipulation thing, I thought, we gotta do something. We got to do something. So that's it. If you have any opinions, please leave them as comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.